Have you trained your leaders to effectively lead employees? That's the next thing we wanted to talk about around leadership development and leadership training. Your employees, and it doesn't matter, I worked at PepsiCo, a Fortune 50 company that's a multi-billion-dollar global company. They were very intentional about training and developing and growing their leaders. You don't have to be a PepsiCo and spend millions of dollars to do this. You can spend thousands of dollars to do this. But if you're a company like the companies we deal with at HR Catalyst that are typical middle market size companies, less than $100 million in revenue, and sometimes up down towards 5 million in revenue, you should still invest in your leaders, because the chances are when we talk to companies that we deal with as clients or prospective clients, the answer is when we ask them about leadership development and training, the answer is they do not invest anything into their leaders to be effective. And if you don't do that, guess what? Your leaders, especially your first line supervisors, team leaders, they are the conduit and channel between your executive team and your employee base. If your leaders do not do a good job of leading people, motivating, giving and receiving feedback to them, the number one reason people leave an organization is because they do not trust or respect their boss. So this isn't happening with the people who make really good money, who are the executives in the bigger offices. These are the first line leaders. They're the people that they don't trust and respect. And that's the reason why most people leave a company. It's not about pay. It's not about benefits. It's really the lack of trust or respect. And that is really driven by that person who is in that leadership role, probably simply not having any knowledge or training or formalized information on how to lead people effectively. And the other big thing is, if you have a leader who does something blatantly illegal, this could cost your company thousands upon thousands of dollars in legal exposure. And with legal trouble, and a lot of times you never did anything wrong blatantly, but you didn't do anything right. So that typically goes back to not the top leaders in the company, the C-level leaders. It goes back to the first line manager who may be making $45,000. So that's, if they put anything in an email or a text to an employee that's derogatory or malicious, it is not going to be a good situation. I've been in HR for a very long time, and I'll guarantee this will not end up to be a good outcome. So making sure you do, and going into 2023, if you don't do anything around leadership training, start doing something. You can start out small. We offer great small modular programs for leaders to be effective in their jobs and also do things in a legally compliant way. If you need our help, just call us or reach out to us. But make sure you do something to equip your leaders to be successful going into next year, to stay off of the HR rat race.